This is SJ Talks in Life. We're going to play this clip about this church being robbed in Brooklyn, and I'll be back with my commentary.
Caught on camera as a Brooklyn bishop delivered his service.
Yeah, three masked men robbed the bishop of over $1 million in jewelry, and it was all seen on the church's live stream video. Let's get right to Fox 5's Robert Moses. He's live in Canarsie, Brooklyn, with the latest. Robert?
Tashani and Dan, the robbery happened here at the church on Remsen Avenue in Canarsie. The bishop believes that he was targeted for some reason. This is a man who is no stranger to the headlines or to the law.
Yo, all right.
As Bishop Lamar Whitehead delivered his sermon inside his church in Canarsie, the leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, police say three masked, armed men burst in and stole more than $1 million worth of jewelry, including a Rolex, from the bishop and his wife. The church's live stream captured the robbery.
When I seen them come into the sanctuary with their guns, I told everybody, get out.
As he later recounted on Instagram, Whitehead feared the men would harm his parishioners. They didn't fire any shots, but Whitehead says they stole plenty.
They took my watch, took my jewelry, took my bishop's ring, took my wedding band. And then they took my bishop's cross.
Police say the robbers fled on foot, got into a white Mercedes-Benz, and drove away eastbound on Avenue D. Whitehead has been in the news before. Besides making an unsuccessful run for Brooklyn borough president in May, he claimed he was trying to negotiate the surrender of Andrew Abdullah, who at the time was wanted for shooting and killing Daniel Enriquez aboard a Manhattan-bound Q train. Whitehead drove his Rolls-Royce to the 5th Precinct to, in his telling, facilitate the surrender. But police arrested Abdullah without Whitehead's help. With Whitehead now back in the headlines, he responded to critics who accuse him of being too flashy.
It's my prerogative to purchase what I want to purchase. If I worked hard for it, I can purchase what I want to purchase.
We mentioned that police say the robbers got away in that white Mercedes. One more clue.
Lord have mercy.
It has New York plate KMZ 5464. Again, KMZ.
What kind of church is that?
5464. Whitehead is no
Lord.
stranger to the law. He served 5 years in prison for a $2 million identity theft scam.
What? Yeah, you guys seen that clip just played about this church being robbed in Brooklyn. Something ain't clean in the buttermilk. Something, I like that saying. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Now, you know, I may be from a small city, but I know what's up. Something ain't right. First of all, I got some questions in my mind about this. Well, I said I had to talk about this because, first of all, what kind of church you got going on? It's like a storefront church. What type of, you guys seen a building to that church? What kind of church is that? I mean, I know some people do have storefront churches, but what kind of church you got going on there? I'm wondering if it's a cover. Like sometimes people have legitimate businesses as a cover or a front to cover up what they're really doing behind illegal activities that they're doing behind closed doors, but they have a legitimate business as a cover to cover up whatever it is that they're doing. So as to not have to let the police be suspicious, you know. So I'm wondering if this so-called church is some type of a cover. If he got something else going on. They say he spent some time in prison. Something ain't right about this situation. First of all, why would you have millions of dollars worth of jewelry on you in New York City? You got $1 million worth of jewelry on you. Why would you have all that kind of jewelry on you? And you in a building, you ain't got no security. Something just doesn't seem right about this. Something just doesn't sound right about this situation. People need to be, people need to be careful where you go as a place of worship. It's a lot of scam artists out here. A lot of these preachers and stuff out here be skimming and scamming. These so-called preachers. Is he even really a minister? Or is he pretending to be a minister? Is it just a cover? Like I said, people got to be careful. You got to be careful where you worship. You can't just take up with anybody's church just because they say they're a church. Because everybody, the Bible say, beware of sheep's and wolves' clothing. And beware of false prophets. That's in the scripture. It said beware of false prophets. And it also say in the last days, a lot of people will be trying to come to you in my name. So people just got to be careful. It's a lot of people out here that just trying to run a church just to get money off of people. How in the heck does he afford millions of dollars worth of jewelry? And he got this little storefront church. I know he can't be getting all that money from his members. So I think he might have something else going on besides this church. Something ain't right with this. Something just don't seem right with this situation. That's why I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that, if you heard that story. But guys, you gotta be careful where you can't just take up with anybody's church, because a lot of these folks they be scamming. They be skimming and scamming, and they're taking money from the members, and they are living high off the hog. And tithing is in the old law. Tithing is in the old law. They use that scripture to get people to give money, and then they, buy all these fancy cars and stuff like that. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold. While the members is struggling and living hand to mouth. People got to be careful. You got to be careful where you go worship, because a lot of these places, a lot of these people that say they so-called ministers, they're not. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this situation. Something don't seem right. Something ain't right about this situation. All right, until the next video. Be blessed.